Alright, so welcome to another episode of the UpTown LinkUp Show. We're here today with none other than Mrs. Diane Shrouder Johnson. Now, Miss Diane Shrouder Johnson, she is an ambassador for the Reggae Tree. You know, we like to say worldwide, but let's take it one step at a time. Right, she's here in Jamaica to spend some time with us, and we're just to find out a little bit about who she is, you know. And so welcome.
Greetings,
to
Sean.
the UpTown LinkUp Show, Mrs. Diane Shrouder Johnson.
See, I was eager to say hello, greetings. So I got that greet. That's how excited I am to be here and honoured to be right here. Thank you.
Beautiful. Okay, so you are obviously a Jamaican in some ways. Tell us about your foundation.
Okay. So my late
Jamaican lineage.
My late parents were from Jamaica, this beautiful island. I call it my paradise island.
Yes.
So the connection, so they were born here. They were born on Maxfield Avenue, both of them.
Yes.
My dad lived very close to Channel 1 studio.
Yes.
31 Maxfield Avenue, that's where my dad lived, and 32 my mum. And I've travelled to Jamaica since the age of 2. Wow. I was born in London. I was born in the UK, in London. Yes. And I've travelled here many a time. So as a child, my mum and my dad used to take me here. We used to spend about 4 weeks at a time. We used to stay at Maxfield Avenue as well. Yes. So I have great memories. Yes. I say there are many angels. I've got cousins, that are no longer with us. As I say, they are now my late parents. And they were my mentors. I grew up on reggae music.
Yes.
I say, this is a spiritual calling, and I go with the flow. I go with God's flow.
So it's safe to say that your parents is a part of the Windrush crew, as we would say. Yes?
Most definitely. And some of my work, I'm involved with the history of an area called Harlesden. Yes. So my parents came here in the 60s. My father first, followed by my mother, and then they sent for my brothers. And then many years after my brothers arrived, I was born. So I'm the wash belly. Yeah.
You're in the UK, and since the internet came out and the Facebook and the WhatsApp social media, then we get to meet a man called Rudy Page, and then we have Dean Roden, the doctor, yes. Dean Roden,
yes,
right? And they have embarked upon a wonderful program. Includes the Let's Talk under the Reggae Tree, and you are an ambassador for the Reggae Tree. Tell us about your association with these guys.
Okay, so Rudy Page is the connection.
Yes.
So Rudy, I connected with Rudy in 2020.
Yes.
I was doing some work, so the equivalent of, I would say, a parish. Brent is an area in London. Mm-hmm. So we have 32 boroughs in London. Brent is one of them. That's where I was born and raised. Yes. So we were appointed or awarded the Borough of Culture 2020. Yes. So I was doing some work, some reggae interviews, and they were meant to be in person, but because of COVID, things changed. So someone I know put me in contact with Mr. Rudy Page. So that first conversation, within the first few minutes, or probably a minute, I remember saying to Rudy that my late father had a minicab office in Harlesden. So Harlesden is a place that Rudy has done a lot of work in over the years. So when I said my late father had that minicab office, he said, "Oh, your dad Arthur."
Yeah.
So Rudy explained to me that my late father was one of the elders that he used to look up to back in the day, and he learnt from. So that was my connection with Mr. Rudy Page.
And Mr. Dean Roden.
And Mr. Dean Roden.
Yes.
So Rudy connected myself and the amazing Mr. Dean Roden.
How amazing it is to kind of have this foundation, Let's Talk under the Reggae Tree. What's your thought on the foundation? What is it to you?
So the foundation itself. So when I speak about trees, okay, and I will come on to International Reggae Day as well. But the roots, so we look at roots of a tree, and it has branches that grow and connect. That's us. That's what should happen. The beautiful roots with the healthy branches should grow and connect to help and build and just, become strong and help others.
That's the whole aspect of the Reggae Tree Foundation. You're in Jamaica for let's say a week or two. What do you hope to accomplish?
First of all, I'm going to make it very clear. This is a vacation for me. This is a vacation. Okay. This day is, I guess, a bit of a working day. This is the only day that I've actually, since I've been here, that I've actually done a bit of work.
Yes.
Yeah, but it doesn't feel like work, because this, as far as I'm concerned, it's a calling. It's a beautiful calling.
Yes.
And, this, when I started, because I have my own company called Serene One. It's named after the Serenity Prayer. I had no idea that this would form part of my work.
Wow.
So God is amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, God is amazing. So I didn't know this would happen.
Yes.
So when you let go and let God, this is what happens.
You got called in to the Reggae Tree from a fellow by the name of Kwaku. Tell us a little bit about that.
So on the 1st of July 2018, my friend Lloyd, who at the time was a local councillor in the area of Brent in Harlesden. So Harlesden, I'll tell you a bit about Harlesden. Yeah. Harlesden is known as the UK reggae capital. A lot of the artists, the Jamaican artists, Bob Marley, Dennis Brown, Alton Ellis, Gregory Isaacs, have walked.
They're like the trench town of London or England.
I call it little Jamaica, because you have all the Caribbean stores, a very diverse area known for reggae music. And I grew up, I didn't grow up in Harlesden, but I grew up not far away from Harlesden, a place called Willesden. Again, a lot of the reggae artists know Willesden. Bob Marley lived in an area called Neasden, again not far from Harlesden and Willesden. So Brent is big. Brent is big, and I feel honoured to have been born and raised in Brent, the borough of Brent.
Right. And Kwaku, you met Kwaku.
So Kwaku, going back to the question, I got carried away there.
Yes.
So on the 1st of July 2018, as I was saying, my friend Lloyd told me about the planting of a reggae tree. And before I went to church, I went to see the planting of this reggae tree.
Yes.
So there were some dignitaries, community. I say we're all dignitaries, We're all God's important kings and queens.
Yes.
So I watched this tree being planted. I was invited into photographs. And then Kwaku does a lot of history. He's a historian, black history. Amazing individual that's done a lot over the years. Yes. So I met him for the first time. And I was making some suggestions, and he said to me, "You're a good person to be in contact with." So the rest is actually history.
Yes.
And so 2 years on, so Rudy Page and one other person actually suggested that I become the Reggae Tree Ambassador. So I was appointed the Reggae Tree Ambassador. And that tree does mean, it means a lot to me. It's a bit emotional as well. Because in 2018, I lost 3 people very dear to my heart.
Yeah.
So in the May, my husband passed away.
Wow.
I buried him in the June.
Our condolences from here at UpTown LinkUp.
So when the tree was planted, I was going through deep grief. Then on the 16th of July that same year, my mother passed away in the evening. Yeah. And then the following morning, my father passed away. Wow. So all in a short space of time. So when the tree was planted, I still had my parents alive. My husband had just gone. But my parents, only God knew, they were going to depart. They were going to fly away.
Must be very hard for your husband to pass away even before your parents, isn't that?
Yes.
That's a hard one.
But I give God thanks.
The support that you need, at the end of their tenure on earth was actually gone.
Yes.
You know? That was very hard.
I'm thankful, first of all, to God. I'm thankful for the lessons, my parents, my mentors, and so much more. I have elders around me. I have younger ones as well. And I'm now thankful for the 4 years on, the man in my life. Mr. JV. So I'm thankful, so God has plans, so me, as I say, whatever God's plan is, when people may say to me, oh, so what are you going to do? Or I say, whatever God has planned, by God's grace.
By God's grace.
My faith is very strong, and what's kept me is my faith. When people say to me, how have you coped? I say, God.
Yes. Beautiful. And there we have it. A nice little chat. We don't want it to be too long and boring. And so, we try to make it nice and sweet for you. We just have a nice chat with Diane Shrouder Johnson, and we hope to bring many more like these to you as we go on in our program. Thank you for joining us. Please remember to subscribe, right, and click the like button at the bottom of the page. Thank you for checking us out today. 100%.
Gonna be a honest man. Hope everything's alright. I'll make we gon' make it right. Is everything alright? A full time now, we stop the fights. Is everything alright? So can we be good friends again? Hope everything alright. Even if I have to be the bigger man. Sure. I think good life we need that. You only